What's up, beautiful Pisces gang? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. I hope this video finds you well. My name's Annie. Happy to have all the Pisces out there. This is going to be your September monthly tarot reading. Majority of this video will be career and finances, issues involving money, jobs, all that kind of stuff. The very tail end, there will be a few messages, a few random ones about love, romance, relationships. So if you are looking for that, feel free to check the timestamp and hop right to it. But yeah, I do career and money once a month, so I'm trying to give you some good, solid messages there. As always, beautiful Pisces gang, happy full moon. Depending on when you watch this, we got a full moon in Pisces. Yeah, all up in our feels. But no, I'm excited about it. I'm into it. I think it's good. It feels magical already. Anyway, these are going to be general messages here on YouTube. Not everything I say will resonate with every single person out there. So please do come into this with an open mind, but also with discernment, with discretion. Don't take on energy. Don't take action on messages that feel strange or foreign, that don't resonate with you. Only act on messages that empower you, that inspire you, motivate you, confirm something you're thinking or feeling, right? As much as it is intuition, it is also common sense too, especially on general readings like this. So I hope lots and lots of this resonates. If it doesn't, don't be offended. Feel free to shelve these messages, revisit them at a later date. Very frequently, tarot makes sense in the future. That's just kind of how it works, okay? Pisces, I'm happy to have you. I wish we could do a love reading right now. I feel like there's love in the air for you. I'm very excited to do Pisces. All right, let's do it. But we are, in fact, doing career and finances. But I can already sense you can view this relationship, this message through multiple lenses. So it may speak about your romantic life a little bit too. Just be open to that, but it certainly doesn't have to. As you get 2 of Cups twice and 7 of Cups, deciding how you feel about something or someone. Now, certainly that could be a environment in which you work. Kind of catching the vibe of the gang, seeing where you fit in, who you want to hang out with, who you want to network with. Yeah, there's testing the water. Something about a long list of items. I'm sort of seeing like a grocery list, or it doesn't have to be that, but it's something about a supplies list. Maybe you're going over your inventory or doing something about, separating what is no longer needed. Okay, so if some of you are in a divorce or splitting up, it's like the divvying up, is that the right word? Dividing up of items of stuff, like his and hers or his and his, right? It's non-gender specific, whatever. Yeah, it's like you take that, I'll take this. And maybe that has to do with your job, especially if you're dealing with territories, sales. It's like, okay, well, I'll take the East End, you take the West End. Do you understand what I mean? There's divide and conquer type mentality. A lot of you are going to be little shop owners. You're going to open your own little shop. A lot of you, it's like metaphysical. So selling potions and lotions. Is that what you're calling it? I just heard that. That's really funny. No, I mean, it doesn't have to be metaphysical, but for a lot of you, it does kind of seem that way. Tarot cards and saging kits and spell books and a lot of that kind of stuff. If it's not opening your own shop, you could be writing a story about that. I'm almost getting like a children's book about something kind of a little bit different, but it's very inclusive. It's, it's no longer being like this person is the outsider. It's normalizing the atypical. Does that make sense for any of you? It's very inclusivity. Inclusive is what I'm hearing. Which is a very interesting message because it sort of goes against what I was saying about divide and conquer. There's an element of that to whatever you're doing in your job or your business or your taxes, your finances right now. Maybe you're separating chunks of money for the college fund, you understand what I mean? But there's also an element of inclusivity of people, or it really has to do with your client base, your target audience, whoever you're marketing to or reaching out to. You want everyone to feel special. You want everyone to feel included. I was like a big warm hug as I'm doing that. It's like, yes, I got you. Don't worry, I got you. Like, it's very, very Piscean. It's very adorable. Dare I say adorable. Even for all you manly Pisces out there, it's very adorable. All right, so let's hop into your actual deck here. This is not your deck, but I'm seeing 8 of Swords. I don't like it. Let's get rid of that. Is that their message here? I'm just curious to see if it comes out again. What is the major message here with the 8 of Swords? Is that like a side note? The Hierophant. So that's the card of Taurus. Is there a Taurus in prison? Is there a Taurus that's in juvenile hall? Is there a Taurus that's keeping you trapped, that is not allowing you to expand and grow your business? Is it a marriage that is suffocating you? Is it, Yeah, it feels sort of like a person, dogma, spiritual dogma, or something about by the book, it's keeping you stuck in your head. Does that make sense to any of you? It may not be you. It may be a religious upbringing that, you're feeling the influence of. I always get this message for you, Pisces, where it's you tend to go this way, but everybody else is going that way, and you're like, eh. I think in the past you've been like wanting to cater to the others, but I think this feels like a newfound sense of I'm in charge. I'm taking the lead. Like if you're the charioteer, it's like I'm taking the reins. This is my show. Watch out. It feels very empowered. But as I said, you're doing it with compassion in your heart. This is not egomaniac. This is not abuse of power that I can see anyway. And interesting enough, I think the Hierophant comes back into this, so let's keep going and we'll see where that circles back. A lot of you have you have the gift of communicating with nature, with animals. I don't know how else to say this. I do say this in other readings, particularly Aries. So if you're a Pisces Aries cusper, Aries can communicate with animals. They just can. I can't really explain it, but it comes up in their messages all the time. They think and feel and intuit. Is that the word? They're very intuitive about all of mankind's nature and fuzzy creatures and woodland creatures. You have a very strong connection to animals, almost like a sixth sense. So some of you would be fantastic working in therapeutic careers involving animals, whether you're bringing animals into the hospital to help children, dog therapy, this or that, matching people up with like sightseeing dogs, that kind of thing, or just literally healing animals if you work as a vet or some sort of like even like Reiki healing on animals. Yeah, there's a lot of that here. Anyway. All right, I know these messages get very specific sometimes. I apologize. I know they're not for everyone, but I can only take what comes through, and so animal healers came through. If that's not you, we're moving on, okay? Two of Cups. So looking for a good partnership, looking for a good fit, especially if you're recruiting or hiring for your business or for the business. There's a sense of I need to get to know this person a little bit more. There's a sense of mystery. It's a feeling you have. It's an intuitive feeling, and it's almost like it can't be expressed in words. You pick up on vibes very easily. You may have a partnership with a Leo coming up, a business partnership. It could be quite lucrative, but you're going to have to share some sort of information or knowledge with them, and you're hesitant to do that. So I'm not here to say yay or nay. I understand that from your perspective, there's a bit of a suspicion, like, is this person trying to take credit for my work, or are they going to steal my magic potion, my recipe, my this, my that? Let's throw some cards on that. That may have been an experience you've had with a partnership in the past, and now it's bleeding over into the next one where you immediately have your defenses up. Now, I'm not saying that's negative, because obviously you went through something like that in the past to learn lessons from it. So it's not about sharing everything with the whole world and being completely vulnerable and open. No, you need to protect your energy too. But I don't know, I get kind of positive vibes from this. This person dresses very wacky, especially if they're a Leo, but it doesn't have to be. Yeah, they have an entrepreneurial mindset. They are very business savvy, but you would never know it to look at them, because the way they dress, for better or worse, it's not my judgment, it's what the cards are saying. They dress in a manner that's very eccentric, very wacky, very atypical of like, corporate business, suit, tie, the female version of that, whatever. There's a very youthful spirit to them. They're very likely a fire sign, Pisces, and naturally, a fire and water, right? You're like, wait a minute, what is your deal here? What is your thing? Because it's opposite. There's an opposite. Your elemental pairings are opposite. They could be a beautiful opposite. It could be the opposite that you've been waiting for, because they're the yin to your yang. In fact, especially regarding, I'm hearing feng shui. So if you do anything with that practice, right? I don't know about that, so don't quote me. I'm not going to step into territory I'm not keen on, but it has something to do with you guys know what feng shui is, right? I don't even know how to start to describe it, but I picture it with like furniture layout or architectural layout. You want to do it in a way that brings you good fortune, that brings you good luck, that the energy is just so and even balanced. I know I murdered that. That was not a good way to explain it, but look up feng shui if you're interested in that. Something about that may actually have to do with this partnership, or they may have experience with that. That might be something they study or practice or whatever. Especially if you're looking for an architect, that may be like an ace in the hand, an ace in the pocket. But that does say to me, they are very even-keeled. They do think about the larger picture and getting things to fire on all cylinders and work properly, the right way. The Emperor. Now, sometimes when this card comes up, it can be an abusive bower. It could be a trailblazer, someone who will win at all costs, which, FYI, that's showing up later. I don't think it's this little match, though. I don't think it's your Two of Cups person. I think this person is very business savvy and probably very blunt. They're not going to not say something to spare you the emotion. They may say things that you may take as a personal attack. And it's not that. Obviously, use your own judgment, right? But this person would be a beautiful balance to you because they will toughen you up. There will be a beautiful connection, and this person is very loyal to their tribe. They're very loyal to their team. So if you have ideas that they believe in, they're going to boost you up. I really don't get like fame monster, money hungry. I think by default, this person succeeds in those categories. But they're not afraid to put in the effort, but you may be writing them off, especially because of their age. Or potentially I don't know if it's their resume, their body of work. I don't know. Something about like their resume is all over the place. You definitely have your suspicions up about this person, but I do see it being a financially sound opportunity. I would give them the benefit of the doubt as much as you can without going full on whatever. But I don't know. It seems positive. Again, it could Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's going to be a lot of business trips with the two of you, or a lot of travel. Some of you may be working in the motor vehicle industry or anything involving travel and transport. That's going to play a factor in your business or in your job or whatever it is. There's a lot of travel in the coming months for you. It doesn't have to be global travel. It could be up the street and back, but there's going to be a lot of it. You may be moving your business from one venue to another, or again, you may just work selling motorcycles. You may sell cars. You may sell limousines. You may be an Uber driver. Do you understand what I mean? Vehicles, transportation is very important here. All right, yeah, so there was another fire sign that did you dirty. Five of Swords. You feel like you wasted your time. You feel like you shared very intimate personal things with them and you got burned and they took the credit. So I'm struggling because I don't want that to repeat. If that's already happened with you, I understand your hesitation here. I feel like this is someone different, and yet it's very similar. So this is saying to me that there's a pattern in your life. It's probably a karmic lesson you're learning about who you invest your money, your trust, your emotions with, because it feels like you've been burned at least once, if not several times, specifically. And I love my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, but again, it's that opposition of fire and water. And I mean, I suppose for the cross watchers, if you're dealing with a Pisces who has very strong fire in their chart, maybe it's been them. You know, it takes two to tango. No one is completely innocent, but okay, yeah. In the past, you got burned, and because of that, you were carrying around some sort of mental or emotional baggage where I don't know how to phrase this. I'm never trying to offend, but I just kind of have to say it. You may have done something subconsciously in retaliation for someone else's mistake, only you did it to someone else and you regret it. There's remorse there. You may have jumped too soon on an opportunity where you thought someone was challenging you or competing against you. That's what I mean. But then lo and behold, they actually were not. It was like you thought they were shit talking, but really they were saying really wonderful things. And before you learned the whole story, you had like an emotional reaction to like, set the place on fire. That's it. We're done. But come to find out, yeah, they were actually being very gracious. There was a huge miscommunication of something that happened at the workplace or with a coworker. I suppose it could be with your friends. Where, so there was a missed opportunity of a collaboration. I think this may have already happened, whether you're hiring or firing or this and that. There was an opportunity to work with someone that for most of you Pisces, I think you declined the offer or decided not to go with that candidate or not to be a part of the company. You're going different ways, but I can already sense it wasn't a total missed opportunity because it's coming around again. It might not be with the exact same person. It might not be the exact same job or job title. It's a circumstance or scenario that it was like a swing and a miss on the actual lesson attached to it. It's coming around again, but this time I think you're going to get it right because you're still holding on to that. Again, take it with a grain of salt, the mistake you made. Really, there are no mistakes, right? There's lessons in life. But the choice or decision you made to do something that it actually kind of bit you in the ass, or you realized, oh, I acted out of haste, or I lost control of my emotions and I said something I didn't mean. This is fixable. This is absolutely fixable. This is not a death sentence. It comes around again. If you're dealing with an Aries, it's very likely the same Aries. It could be a different fire sign as well. I think you're a little bit intimidated by this person. And again, from a lower vibration, because there was an intimidation factor, you wrote them off as petty, as fame hungry, money hungry, not in it for the right reasons. When really, I think this person is just confident because when they come in to do the job, they know what they're doing. And so they're not as apologetic. They're not the type of person to check in with others. They don't need the positive reinforcement. They don't need the encouragement. They just kind of go in and do their job and they assume it's right. And if it's not, they have faith someone will tell them. Whereas I think, and again, no offense, Pisces, there's an opposition to the way you do things where it's like you go in very graciously. You don't want to step on toes. You want to make sure, are we okay? Are we good? Your approach is a little more slow. Water, right? It kind of ebbs and flows and checks in. And again, you rule with compassion, with empathy. You have the greater good in mind. It's not that this person doesn't, but their technique is very different than yours. It's just in and out. It's blunt. I'm doing it. And if I'm doing it wrong, let me know. But I'm not going to ask you if I'm doing it wrong. That's what this is. I think this could be a kick-ass collaboration, especially if this is you, Pisces, dealing with an Aries. You guys are cusp signs. So by default, when you're next to any zodiac sign, so the other opposite of you would be Aquarius, by default, you are going to share similar traits with those signs. You're not going to be identical. You're not going to do things in the exact same way, but there are similarities in the way you go about things. And again, then there are oppositions. Pisces and Aries do have a lot in common, and that's what I mean. There is a beautiful yin to your yang, but it takes a little bit of revealing what's underneath, actually seeing what's there, versus judging a book by its cover. Oh, she's so vain. She's so stuck on herself. She's so inconsiderate. She's not. He or she. I'm not making it a gender thing. I think I've said this to you before. You may have made a poor judgment call on something. Sorry, guys. All right, let's dig deeper into this. Again, I know this is very specific, but this may resonate for you in other areas of your life. The Hermit, yeah. So someone is in seclusion or isolation. Someone is feeling sorry. And do keep in mind, this could go the opposite way. Maybe somebody did this to you, but I think no matter what role you played in this, you're being asked to be introverted, to be introspective about what could have been done differently. This feels like something that's going to be reconciled where you, at least in terms of your business, you guys, there is such a great element of divide and conquer. You don't have to do it together to achieve the common goal. In fact, it's the beautiful ways in which you approach it differently. It works as a whole. It works together, but you're not on the same horse. You're not on the same motorbike. You're not going in the same direction, and yet you have the same end goal. That is a really important metaphor for this pairing. It's very important. Something about having the boss's approval. If you're not in charge of the company, your boss likes this person. And it's not to say that they don't like you. I mean, clearly you were there first, right? But yeah, there's an ending of the old way you viewed this person or the old way you guys work together versus welcoming the new. Leaving behind the bullshit baggage, the stuff that's slowing us down, the things we don't need anymore. It's almost like take off the battle armor. We're not opponents. We're on the same team. Pisces, you're going to do what you do best and have a little heart-to-heart with this person, and it's all going to work out fine. It's going to work out fine. There's a mean girl energy, and I'm not sure if it's from you or your person, but and it doesn't have to be girl. I hate to even use that phrase, but it exactly pinpoints the energy. It's cattiness. Again, it's such a female-centric word. Dudes do it too. Guys do it the same. I'm calling it cattiness, but there's guys and girl cats. You understand what I'm saying? There's it's really jealousy is what it stems from. And then let's look at that. Jealousy, okay, that's insecurity. That's feeling less than. That's not feeling good enough. That's feeling self-conscious that they're smarter or they're prettier or they're this or that. Gotta wipe the slate clean. We're done with that. This is a new chapter. This is the new day. This is a new opportunity to rebuild a relationship where things got a little bit wacky or got a little bit funny. For some of you, again, this already transpired and you had to learn the lesson the difficult way that whatever happened, there was a missed opportunity of working with someone who actually was doing really wonderful things for your business. Everything goes in cycles. This opportunity comes around again, either with the same person or a different person, but it's the same karmic lesson, and this time you're going to do it right. Yeah, this time, and there's money attached to it. So if money is stopped or stalled, it has something to do with this, okay? A lot of you are being guided towards independent, entrepreneurial type stuff. Creature comforts are in your future. In fact, there's a big purchase in your future of like a luxury item. It's not that you need it, it's that you want it. And I mean, it looks good to me, especially clothing. It could be like a huge TV or so. There's a big purchase in your future. It could be a speedboat. It could be a lot of things. It could be a home. Some of you may be purchasing your first home. And yeah, for some of you, it's because you're dividing and conquering in the sense of maybe you're both taking your portion or part of a business. And again, if there was a tension in the group, it's like there's a split and you're both going off to kind of do the same thing, but maybe one of you has changed the name of your business. Or yeah, there's a riff with the lovers, with the friends, with the business partner, with the counterpart. And there's a sense of independence, maybe a little bit of arrogance, maybe a little bit. Card of Gemini. Or it could be that you saved up a lot of money to buy something with your sweetheart, but because the relationship ended, now you have all this saved money and you're actually going to go and invest it towards your business. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune in reverse to me as a reader, that says sort of what comes around goes around, but also there's a repeat of a cycle because the lesson wasn't learned there. Now, Wheel of Fortune is positive. It is a positive card. So is Nine of Pentacles in terms of money. Yeah, there's a return to the past. Going back, again, something about travel and transport. You may physically need to travel back to where something transpired or took place. Horseback riding, or some of you offering lessons in that, or something about horses. Some of you are needing to settle the score with a Cancer, or it's not really settle the score, that sounds malicious. Go back and fix something with a Cancer, or a mother or a father. Something about this may have to do with a parental relationship, an unequal distribution of money. It could have had to do with an inheritance from a parent and an awkward dynamic with the sibling. This could be family drama too, but it's impacting your income. Ooh, sorry. So that's you. Yeah, there's an opening up to correct something that went wrong with the Cancer. And I'm not saying they're in the clear. This person may have been very unconsiderate of your feelings. They did have the best intentions in mind for the business, for the financial prospects, but the emotions, the core, what is that word? The feelings of the team were not considered when they took action on whatever they did, and that didn't sit right with you. Especially if it was someone newer who you feel like took over. And again, it's sort of like they're in the spotlight. It's kind of like, you know, someone did something great and all of a sudden it's everywhere and it's on social media and they're getting pats on the back. And something about this, it feels like, well, I'm the one who got this started. Like, I understand you, Pisces. I do. There's an element of they wouldn't be where they are if it wasn't for me, but all of a sudden they're Cinderfucking-rella and what, like, there is an element of that, and I get it. I'm not saying you're all wrong, but I am saying you may have done something where you didn't handle it properly. You may have said something kind of spiteful, or you may have gone behind their back and said some shit, right? Some talk at the water cooler. But somewhere in this, it comes back to you that this person should be in your good graces, or, sorry, that wasn't the correct expression. They don't at all feel the same anger that you feel towards them, because in a sense they're oblivious. They don't know what they did wrong. They were the newbie and they did what they were told and they did it, and they're like, awesome, I'm doing great at my new job. They don't understand that there's like this spiteful thing with you. I think you need to clear the air. I think you need to communicate. I think you need to watch your temper. I think you need to separate yourself for a bit to like gather your composure, to focus on yourself for a bit. But I think there's a reunion here. I think you're going to bridge the gap. And for a lot of you, when you do, that wheel of fortune becomes upright. You guys start raking in money together. You're like the dynamic duo. You just don't realize it yet. They're a great yin to your yang. Your strategy is gravely different, but you have the same end goal. I'm just getting it. There's a key collaborator. In terms of major arcana here, I have Aries, I have Scorpio, I have a lot of Cancer, I have Virgo, I have a lot of Virgo, and some Gemini energy. You do have King of Cups, which is very likely you, Pisces, whether you're male or female. And then you also have Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Could certainly be a male-female dynamic, particularly water and fire. Gender is not relevant. It could be a male fire sign. It could be a female water sign. You understand what I mean? Again, this is highlighting the differences. The masculine, the aggressive, the feminine, the receptive, right? Again, it doesn't matter what gender these people are in your scenario. It's highlighting there's differences. There's a lot of differences. There's a lot of opposites, the way you do things, but you're both on a mission, and together, it's like you double up on the victory. There's two people that could be celebrating this, but you're letting petty things get in the way of it. All right, anyway, moving on. New messages, that was very specific. You do have the Queen of Wands coming up twice, so any type of entertainment, artistic careers, very spiritual as well. Anything involving travel, flight, destinations. Are you a travel agent? Anything of that sort. I am sort of getting mother type energy too. So if you work with women, specifically mothers, if you offer childcare services, if maybe you're just a babysitter on the side of whatever you do, there's money to be made there. For a lot of you, acting, theater, specifically in theater, very dramatic. Opera singers I'm getting. Yeah, very lavish, big, dramatic productions, but it's theater. I mean, it could be filmmaking, but for most of you, it's theater. Or television acting, soap operas, again, very dramatic, sort of over the top. But money, very lucrative. You're very talented there. You draw people in with that's what it is. It's the raw emotion you have. You just let it out. It is your skill. It is your gift, that outpouring of emotion. So if you're keeping it bottled up, if that's your, if that's something you feel like, you have to keep buttoned up and hidden from the world, therein lies your problem. You are meant to express. You are meant to create. You are meant to open the floodgates, tears and all. Let it out. It is cathartic for you, and that's a beautiful bond that you share with others, people who are not afraid to express what they're thinking or feeling. You'd make an excellent psychiatrist, a counselor, someone who offers their words of wisdom and is also receptive to opening up the platform to hear others. That in itself is why this was a frustration for you. You were willing to give, but you didn't feel like you got it back from this person. This person is oblivious. They didn't know. It was not malicious. All right. Focusing on your diet, your health, your body in the coming months is going to be very important. You should start investing money and taking exercise classes. I know money is probably tight for some of my Pisces right now. It would be worth it in the long run to invest in a one class a week or 2 classes a week. Yoga. I'm seeing people on bikes. What is that? It has a specific name. What is that called? Like the little stationary bikes, whatever that is. That would be good. Dance classes, hot yoga especially. Okay, and for some of you who are trying to get into a career in which you could teach classes or lead exercise classes, become a one-to-one coach or nutritionist, that you're signing the contract on the dotted line. there's huge success there. There's huge amount of success there. I like that a lot. You may end up working with a Libra, but more than anything, this is a contract. You may be signing a very long-term contract with a one-to-one client. Whatever services you're offering or what you're trying to do, this client may come to you and ask for well beyond what you currently offer. It could be something like, yeah, sign me up for 3 years. And you're like, oh, but I only offer 6 months. But don't fight it, Pisces. If they're putting out the money and they want the course, they want the classes, I would say commit yourself to that, because it's steady income. It's a stream of income, especially from a Taurus, maybe a fire sign, but more so a Taurus or a Libra. They're willing to be like, yeah, that makes sense. Taurus and Libra is Empress. There's money there. You have a very wealthy client that's like, where do I sign? Yep. It's like they're practically just giving you money, and something about it overwhelms you at first, but like if that is not the universe handing you a gift, I don't know what is. So that looks awesome. I like that a lot. Oh, I got the chills. That was a good one. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. For those waiting to hear back from a job, you do hear back, and I think they want you, but again, there's this contemplation of, do I really want this? I wished and I hoped for this. I got the job. They offered me the position, but this doesn't look the way I thought it was. Read the contract very carefully. There is something hidden in the small words. It's not the end of the world. It might not be a determinant of, no, I'm not taking it. Take your time when you accept a new position. Make sure it really is a good fit. And for you, Pisces, it matters who you are working with. If you are not working alone, by yourself, in an art studio, you need to consider who will you be surrounded with, because you're going to absorb that energy. You just do by default. It's not to say that that's a death sentence by making you aware of that, because you are a water sign. Newsflash, every water sign does that. Absorbing people's emotions like a sponge. So make sure you're giving yourself the best opportunity to be in an environment that's happy, that's exciting, where people are thriving. Generally speaking, where people like to go to work. They like their jobs. They're happy doing what they're doing. Because if you end up in a position where people are walking around like the Grim Reaper, you're going to take that home with you, and it is going to dull your light. You will be exhausted. I know you can't always control who you work with, but you have two options. Find a job where generally the vibe is good. Intuitively, you feel like, okay, these people seem to like what they're doing. I like this person's vibe. They were very friendly to me, or the opposite, right? You know, if you're not digging it, consider that. Or if this is your dream job, by all means, go after it. But know in advance, you need to put your little walls up to protect your energy so other people's energy doesn't bleed over into yours, right? You need to protect yourself. It's like a defense mechanism. And I'm not saying that people are out to get you. I'm saying that if you end up working with someone and their mother has terminal cancer, it's going to be a little bit heavy to sit next to them every single day because they're going through it. And by default, without you even knowing, you're going to be like, why do I feel this way? Why am I so upset? I get it. I got Pisces in my chart. I do the exact same thing. Be aware of it. That's all. Consider it. Just consider the factors before you welcome in. But there are financial opportunities coming in. A lot of you are going to get like a nice bonus or a payout that will finally afford that vacation, particularly away from your children. If you and your sweetheart or whoever have been trying to get away from the hustle and bustle, just the two of you, there's like a romantic, it could just be like a nice little dinner out, but it feels a little bit more like let's stay at the resort for a week and just you and I, and it's like honeymoon vibes. Yeah, and there's a signature on a contract for a one-to-one relationship. It could very likely be with a Libra, where it's going to stand the test of time. This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. It brings a positive outlook to your life. Things really start looking up when you find that perfect pairing, that perfect partner. It was written in the stars, divine timing. It was divinely guided. It could also be with a Cancer. And you might just end up marrying this person as well. In the future, I don't see that immediately, but it's like everything was in alignment for this to come together. And it was like bing, bang, boom. We're here. We love it. We love each other. We love what we're doing. Money is good. Your prayers are being answered. So keep manifesting. And yeah, it might just lead to a wedding or a very important celebration of your business, a new launching of a new territory, gaining new ground, building more, having more real estate for your business, having more billboards. There's celebration among the group of people. Some of you are waiting to hear back from a Pisces that broke your heart. Obviously another Pisces, right? Could also be a Cancer, but it's strong Piscean vibes. Or vice versa. Someone is waiting to hear from you, Pisces, but there's a whole mess of feelings there. I'm not really sure what that's about, but it's under this card, which is absolutely fantastic. This feels like you threw a party and didn't invite someone, and they're like, well, what about me, Pisces? I thought we were friends. Oh, it kind of breaks my heart. I don't know what this person did, but they feel really excluded. And I don't think it's you. I think it's someone else. Because really, it's like, this is the waiting for your ships to come in. What ship are they waiting for? Pisces. They're waiting for Pisces to come in and extend the invite to be like, okay, you can come along too. This actually might be your kids. That whole thing I said about going on some sort of vacation or resort, and maybe it's you and your best friend. It doesn't have to be romantic. Or maybe it's you and your mother. You know, whoever you're close to, it's like just the two of us. Like, let's leave everything behind. Let's leave the kids at grandma's. Let's do this. It could actually be your kids like, but mommy, we miss you. Come back. It's actually really cute. It's really cute. I don't think this is that serious. Yeah, it's not. It's not. All right, let's go into your love life. I'll do a quick projection of money. I know these are long videos. I'm sorry. New deck. Tell me about money for Pisces just in the coming month. The overall outlook. Again, general messages, guys. Not everybody. But the main message that wants to come through from my Pisces, general outlook for money. Ooh, positive. Milestones. And small offers. Milestones and small offers, which I know those are completely different messages, but they're both very positive cards. This is like a drip in the bucket collects over time. You're going to have gallons eventually. Take in the change. Take in the spare change, the loose money, the extra interview here, the extra client, the small bits of side income. They're going to add up over time, and it's going to be huge. You guys are building something very big. Very big. Hospitality, entertainment, something involving hotels or real estate. Get your head in the game. Competition will be a thing, but don't allow it to be a setback for you. Allow the competition to empower you to be the best you can be. You don't have to look at it from, again, the perspective of people being conniving and cheating and stealing. Again, separate yourself from that. But I said the same thing to Libra. If you're trying to start a business, go on Instagram, connect with 10 people who already do it and do it well, network with them, message with them, figure out how they did it so that you can build something similar with your own unique twist, something that adds your own spark of life to it, right? All right, let's talk love. I don't know about this deck. I'm still warming up to it. It's a beautiful deck. It's a beautiful deck. But for my tarot readers out there, there's some decks you really connect with and some decks you're like, I don't know about you. This is a trial basis. It's a beautiful deck. The it's Lightseers. I think this is Lightseers Tarot. I get them confused because it's the same person. This is Lightseers Tarot. It's beautiful. Look at the images. They're amazing. When I read with this deck, I don't know. So we're going to try it. We're going to try it. And you guys are like, really? Don't do my love reading with that deck. Sorry, Pisces. I gotta break it in. All right, let's do it for Pisces. Pisces love life. Pisces love life. Okay. Victory, Six of Wands, possible Leo vibes, and flirtation with a King of Pentacles, an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is probably someone who lives very, they are, I don't know if they have a lot of money. They probably do, but you don't know about it. But they live a very, what is the word? Minimalistic lifestyle. They're despite being an earth sign, they're actually not materialistic. They are goal oriented, but they like to just chill. They love to go on nature walks. They enjoy the simple things of life. All these messages are so contradictory. Like, it might be an earth sign or a Leo, but they're a very minimalist. None of that makes sense to me. But okay, different strokes for different folks, and everybody is unique in some ways. There's flirtation there. This person loves to dance. They love to go out dancing. They love to wine and dine people. But it's not this icky, arrogant, I have so much money, I'm going to buy your affection. It's not. They're very humble. In fact, they may be retired. They may be done with like their main career, and now they're like a humanitarian. They like volunteer their time. They're not doing it for the fame and the glory, though they probably have a very good reputation among their friends. This just seems like a really solid person. I actually really like them. You may be significantly younger than them. They may have gray hair, male or female, doesn't matter. They're probably going to take you dancing. Especially it doesn't matter what gender you are, but this person may be your father's age. There's a huge age gap there. But they probably have lots of gems, lots of pearls of wisdom for you, Pisces. Or maybe this is you, Pisces. There's an age difference. All right, moving on. Moving on. New message for love. For love. Love. They have cute pajamas and something about lizards. Do they have like a pet, like not chameleon, gecko or something about lizards? I don't know if you guys went on a hike and you saw lots of lizards together. Aren't lizards a sign for Sagittarius? Or I think they're always shown on, or maybe it's Leo. It's Leo. There's some tarot cards. It's because like they can withstand fire, right? Isn't that a? I don't know. Moving on. I'm stuck in my head. The Star. All right. Who are you wishing for? Oh, okay. So there's an Aquarius that caught your eye, or you have eyes for them. There's wish fulfillment there. This is like wishing upon a star. Something about the Aquarius. Could also be someone you work with, especially someone who decorated your home or helped paint your walls if you moved into a home and you had like a paint party, or someone who helped you lug boxes into your home. Someone who helped you hang frames. It could be in your office. This feels like a flirtation, but it's like you took it home as, oh my God, they're so cute and I hope they reach out to me. Like, I think you may be making it something it's not. And I don't want to swing negative. I'm not saying it could never be, but like you're already picking out your wedding ring and you haven't even asked this person out yet. It's that kind of vibe. So I would say take it slow. These are building blocks, but one of you has huge wish fulfillment there. So let's see the projected outcome there. Make sure you've healed from past wounds. Don't let past wounds infiltrate what could be a beautiful new relationship. Let go of the baggage from the past. If you're going to start fresh, start fresh. Tell me the outcome with either the Aquarius or the person who helped Pisces move their shit. Hang frames or whatever. It could be a photographer too. Ace of Swords. Yeah, I like it. Positive communications. Someone who's very intelligent. Do you see all these math equations going on? Yeah, someone who's very studious, very smart, very quick-witted, probably has strong, again, air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It is also saying with the mind becoming a labyrinth, don't live in fantasy land, Pisces. It's fun to dream and imagine, but keep your feet on the ground. Stay stable about this. Don't let your imagination wander. And multiple things. Go into, oh my God, we're going to get married and blah, blah, blah. Maybe, but also don't do the opposite of, oh my God, what if they don't like me? What if I'm not good enough? Like, it's get out of your head. Look at the facts, the information that are there, and that is what you can believe. The evidence, the tangible, what is actually in front of you, the words they have actually said to you, that's what's important. It's like saying don't live in your head too much. And I know that's hard for you, Pisces. I know you are Neptune energy, right? All right. Anyway, that actually does seem very positive. I wasn't at all trying to shit on it. It seems very positive. I like that a lot. All right. The Seven of Cups. So assessing who you feel, or who you feel feelings for. Who's the snake? Ooh, there's a snake here. The Nine of Pentacles. So there's probably third-party action going on. This may involve a Virgo or a Scorpio. It doesn't have to. Yeah, there's like baby mama drama here. There may have been like a pregnancy, and there was like a third party situation where someone got knocked up. Sorry, I hate to be crude, but someone got someone else pregnant, but the original couple is still navigating what to do with that. Ironically, for something that seems very laced with drama, the people involved all seem really chill. So maybe there was an open marriage, maybe there was an open relationship here. I actually think that someone's going to go through with the pregnancy, even though there may be an absentee father, but y'all are going to make it work. This is such an interesting message. It's like the three of you, the third party. I'm not saying it's like orgy style. Nope, not what I'm saying. The three of you are going to make it work. It seems like you guys are going to be in each other's lives for a while. This feels like a movie where it's like months have gone by and all of a sudden it's like, hey, remember that time in Vegas? Like, I'm pregnant, but the guy's already married and the wife is like, wait a minute, who's this? Again, though, I think that you guys are going to make it work. I don't think it's going to end a relationship. I think the baby is coming, and I think it seems like you guys are being really mature and chill about it. So if that's your situation, I know it's probably one or two people out there. this does not seem like a death sentence. It doesn't seem like something that's going to end your marriage. Someone made maybe a poor choice or just didn't think things through, but I think they seem sorry, but there's like this beautiful celebration of life. It's like, this is not a tragedy. There's a baby. Like, this is beautiful. Look what's happening. This may even involve sisters. So there could be twin girls. Something about this involves a pair of sisters. It doesn't have to be twins. Maybe a Gemini is involved. I don't know. Anyway, that's a whole other message. That's an interesting one. Whew. But it's very beautiful. I like that message, actually. Ace of Wands, new passion with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag. This person's very spiritual. They go to church every week. Yeah, they probably sing in the church choir. Again, their mind moves very quickly. They may have strong air in their chart as well. Very strong fire vibes, very likely in Aries. This may be your boss who invites you. This is not sexual, so I don't know why it's coming up in your romance spread, but it is. Your boss may invite you on a family outing to get to know him better. And you have your boss in this position of oh my God, intimidation. They rule over the kingdom. They're like, come hang out with me and my family. We're going to have a barbecue. We're going to go to church. And I don't know why, but it's like they invite, and it's probably you and your spouse or whoever, Pisces. Your boss invites you in to get an inside working of their world. And it's actually to lessen the intimidation factor. This guy is I'm just a normal dude. I'm just like you, Pisces. I'm just it's the start of a beautiful friendship. This could also be bridging the gap of whatever drama happened with a fire sign before. There's let's make this right. The past is in the past. We both said or did things we're not proud of. I think we can make this work. Now, for others of you, different message. This is, I don't think this is your boss, but whatever. I don't know. I don't know all the details. There is a very hot sexual relationship with an Aries, but they're playing it very cool. You would never know that they're all jazzed up for you, but yeah, exactly. They're playing it real chill. They're being real cool. Because again, the same message, faith plays a very huge part in their life. And so while they may appear very flirtatious, very beautiful, very charismatic, there actually is a tradition to this person where they're actually waiting for the right one. In fact, it may be someone who believes in waiting to act sexually until marriage. Not to say they aren't flirting or giving you some sort of indication that they're interested, but yeah, come to find out when you pull back the layers, they're actually very chaste. They're very pure at heart. It may also have to do with a Cancer. For those who have a mother that has passed away, they want you to find a relationship where you're getting as much back as you're putting into the relationship. A lot of you have been giving away too much of your love, too much of yourself, and not getting it back from your person. So again, for anyone who relates to this, if you have a mother or a maternal figure who has passed, they're make sure that this person's going to take care of you this time. It's not, life is about balance, but it's not always about you, whether you're male or female, taking care of your person. Something about the shoes. Does that have to do with your mother's shoes? Or there's someone that you're pursuing. You love their shoes. You always notice their shoes. The shoes are the first thing you notice. That makes sense, Pisces. You're the feet, right? The feet, absolutely. Swimmers. You may end up dating someone who's competes in triathlons or does lots of swimming. The mermaid. They may have a tattoo that's like an anchor, or a mermaid, or something to do with swimming, aquatic, boating, marines, something like that. Something in the water. Well, that seems like a perfect match for you. Ditch the Scorpio that treated you like shit. Yeah, we're done with the Scorpio. And that's coming from the female divine feminine energy. It could be a spirit guide. It could be your mother, your grandmother. Pisces, we're done with the Scorpio. The one that treated you like shit. The one that caused more anarchy in your life. Yeah, go with the Capricorn. All right, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe, Pisces. Let me know in the comments below what resonates for you. And I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye.